It's not just in Galadimawa. I had occasion to have a discussion last week with Senator Kingibwe. Several parts of Abuja are under siege. Part of Lugbe, on the back side of Lugbe, Kubwa, and so forth. So many citizens no longer sleep in their homes. They run into town and go back during the day. So there's something very, very serious going on in around the Federal Capital Territory. No matter what we say, this is the capital territory of Nigeria. If there's anywhere that's going to be seen as very secure, this ought to be the most secure place in Nigeria. Now that it seems that the same lackadaisical attitude to security is being taken to, all of us are at risk. Now, an aide to a senator, tomorrow it might be an aide to a minister. It might also be one of us, God forbid. But the point is, something very, very drastic and immediate must be done by the security agencies to handle this matter. It is not because we do not have the resources, because these people ask for ransom, they use their cell phones, they can be tracked, and then in and around Abuja FCT is supposed to be a security zone. And therefore, I second and support all the prayers that are part of this motion.
Senator, in Abuja, many people are no longer sleeping in their houses because of fear of being abducted. They are helpless, so they need assistance and support. And Mr. President, there is no other place to ginger the security agents than the National Assembly. We are the House of Assembly of the FCT. Whatever is happening in FCT has to be discussed here in the Senate or in the House of Representatives. So we should take this issue very seriously. Mr. President, I observe or I noticed that in the prayer, he mentioned that CCTV cameras should be installed in all parts of Abuja. Mr. President, distinguished colleague, as far back as 2009, when I was Minister of ACT, the contract for the installation of CCTV camera was awarded to the tune of over $500 million. Mr. President, the contractor just came and installed useless cameras that are supposed to work with sunlight, and he has abandoned that contract and nobody has heard anything about it. I understand that it was discussed at the National Assembly around 2015, and nobody has heard anything about it. So it is now time for us to revisit that issue of 500 million naira worth of contract for the installation of CCTV camera in FCT. We have to make the contractor to account for that huge sums of money. The citizens are left without security. The money has gone down the drain, and nobody is talking about it. I'm happy that Senator Munir has brought out this motion. We should support it, and in mandating the committee that will do the investigation, they must thoroughly investigate that contract award. Mr. President, FCT is home for everybody. That's why everybody is now coming into FCT to stay because of relative security compared to other places in the 36 states of the Federation. This is the seat of government. This is where the diplomats are staying. It is embarrassing. It's a national shame and disgrace for us to have this kind of thing. So the security agent must be up to task, and we must ginger them to do the needful. We have approved huge sums of money just last month.
Can we stop the meetings?
Thank you, Mr. President. As I said, we have approved well over 1.something trillion naira to the security agents. And the whole idea of approving that money is to improve security nationwide, including the Federal Capital Territory. It is time for us to embark on oversight to ensure that that money is judiciously used, is judiciously utilized. Mr. President, I rest my case. Thank you very much.
The Committee on National Security and Intelligence, together with the Committee on ICT, Cybercrime, they are having a public hearing right now on their proposed amendment to the National Security Act. As we speak, they are gathering for so even the chairman or the chairman of the two committees are not in chambers at the moment. The issue is supported by all. The motion is supported by all, but a bit very worrisome, considering that we are talking about the Federal Capital Territory. Maybe in the prayers, you may consider including invitation of the minister in charge of the FCT to have a closed session with the Senate to discuss on the findings and the situation that we have found ourselves in the FCT, and including the Inspector General of Police and thereabout. But this is very worrisome, but I must express my sympathy to Senator Det Nwoku, because when he mentioned 19 people kidnapped in one location, and he said 12 are feared dead, it sends a terrible signal, considering that Galadima is within the Federal Capital Territory. So let's look at the prayers, and maybe we can add additional prayers to strengthen it. Prayer 1, call for a joint operation involving the Army, the Air Force, the Police, and Department of State Services, DSS, to intensify the search efforts for the kidnapped victims. Those in support of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.